All right, as you can see, we got the whole kit laid out here. Got our instructions here, hoses, and the rest of all the bracketry and stuff, and the supplies. We're gonna start by removing this rear rack. I'm gonna take this cover off first. You're gonna open this up. You're gonna push it just a little bit past where it should open, and that's gonna pop out. Those are flat tabs that'll pop out on a window there, and then you can lift that up and out. Now you're gonna remove the 4 T30s from inside the box here. There's going to be 2 T30s, one here and one here on the rack. Okay, now you're going to have to lift up this and remove this. Now, if you don't have snorkels, it's going to be a lot easier. I had the snorkels to move out of the way. If you caught the last video, we did the install on those. If you didn't and you are installing snorkels, go check out that video. I'll put a link above. All right, you're gonna unclip the wiring from the box here. There's wiring on both sides. They both go to the headlight, so make sure you get that out. And then you have 13 mil bolt on each side, and there is a nut on the back side of those as well. Now you're gonna remove these T30s, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's gonna be a 10 mil nut on the bottom side of those. Now inside the fender here, you're gonna have a T20 here and a T20 on the other side as well. Now you're gonna there's actually 2 screws on each side. I was wrong. There's one there, and then the other one I told you to take out. Once you get those out, you're just going to pull forward on the fender. There's going to be a clip there. It's going to release it, and then you'll be loose there. Depending on which model you have, you may have these side protectors on here. You do got to get those out of the way, so there's just going to be a push pin there, and then that's going to pop out of the way. So you can see I got the fenders tucked up on a bumper. If you don't have a bumper, you don't have to do that. If you still have them on, pull the side panels off, seat off, and then the 2 side panels on each side, I have them off from doing the snorkel kit. If you need help getting those off, go watch that video. They're pretty easy to pop off though. Now we're going to remove this clamp here so we can drain the coolant system, pull the hose off, let all the coolant drain out. I do already have the cap off, that way it drains out a little bit better. Just makes everything a little easier. For the 850 and 1000, there's going to be a clamp back here you got to get, so it's going to be easier just to remove the front clip. You're going to have a T20 in there, and then 2 10 mils up here. Remove those, that way you can get in there to get down at that clamp and pull the plastics off. Once you get the front foot plates out, you're going to have a push pin on the side of the fender on each side. Alright, so with the side plastics off, you're going to remove this clamp here, which is going to allow you to remove the hose going to the radiator or the reservoir. You're going to have 1, 2, 3 push starts in the reservoir, so you can pull that out. And then you got to remove the clamp off of the radiator on this side so you can pull the hose all the way out. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the radiator hose on the right side. Just got the hose clamp there, and then you're going to have a couple of zip ties to cut out of the way. Now we can get the radiator out. You're going to have 2 10 mils on the top side here. Before you go ahead and put the plastics back on, you're going to want to put this tube in first. This one's going to go to the upper part up here. You're going to slide it on, clamp it on. Then you can start putting your plastics back on so you can get the rack put back on and start mounting everything up. Once you have that clamp tightened up, then you can get the side plastics put on, and then we're going to put the rack back on right afterwards. So now you're just reassembling everything until we get to putting the Radiator Relocate on. Okay, now we're going to mount the base plate for the Radiator Relocate. It's going to go over the factory, there's factory rib nuts in here. This plate's going to mount like this on top of this one when you bolt that one in. Get that one started. We're not going to tighten anything quite yet. And then on the lower ones, you're going to have these little brackets here. This one's going to go on the right side. if you're sitting on the machine the right side. And then this one's going to go on the left side if you're sitting on the machine. Again, don't tighten them all the way quite yet, but we will shortly here. Now we're going to go ahead and get the lower radiator hose mounted. It's going to slide in down through, and then you're going to connect it down underneath the wheel well here. Make sure you don't forget to put your hose clamp on. Okay, so I got the radiator set in and bolted in. You're just going to set it down, bolt it in. You're going to take these two 10 mils out of the fan on the bottom side that line up with these brackets. Put them back in with the bracket in there. And then you can go ahead and tighten your radiator relocate brackets all down. The hose for the bottom, the one that goes down to the motor, I didn't record this because their instructions are not great. Pilot needs to do better on that. And the hoses didn't fit great. So it ran down through here, along the frame rail here. I got the zip tie there to hold it along that frame rail. It comes back. You got to keep it tight here. So I used a zip tie there. And then a zip tie down here to run it down around this frame rail to the T. Like I said, their instructions aren't great. If you look at their instructions and look at like their pictures, their hoses are ran in two different places, so I don't know that they know where the hoses should run even. All right, once you get everything tightened down, you can go ahead and get this coolant cap T mounted, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this hose clamp put on this, put a hose on here, then we'll put the other hose that loops around over to here, get that on there. We're getting close to the end, guys. Here's what everything will look like once you have everything mounted up. You're gonna have two hose clamps that are gonna go, the one that goes over here, it's gonna go to the top bolt hole. That one's gonna go to the bottom one, 10 mil on both sides. Run down through the middle. It's gonna run out, down and round and up through to the top. Bottom one's going to run up, zip tie here to hold it in away from the control arm, give you space, and then that hose clamp's going to keep it held back there. I have some extra wiring in here that I did do headlights on. You guys will see when I do the walk around video of this thing. I got to zip tie that up yet, but I wanted to show you what the hose clamps look like from there. Now you're going to go ahead and get these mounted in place. You're going to put one here, and then the same on the other side. You just turn these little Allen keys and it'll tighten up in there. But they'll kick sideways in there as you're tightening, and then they'll lock them into place. All right, now we're going to start assembling the rack itself. We're going to take everything has rib nuts in it or is pre-threaded. So I'm going to take this rack here. This rack's going to sit on like so. But first, you got to put these corner pieces in. This stuff to the side. So you're gonna have this rack here, this rack on this side, and then this one's gonna go on the front. So to make our life easy, we're gonna start with the front one. So it kind of holds this in place. And then we'll just start working our way up and down each side. So the top three and the ones going down, or the three going down, are a little goofy because they are actually rivets instead of bolts. So you can't fit this. You'll find out when you can't fit this through that it's actually a rivet. All right, now you're going to run your coolant hose from right by your cap here to the bottom side of the reservoir, and then you're going to run your drain tube to wherever you want to run the drain tube down. I'm just going to let it run straight down, just like they do from the factory. All right, all you guys got left is to put the cover on here. Well, you got to fill it with coolant first. Fill it with coolant. Make sure you properly burp the system. Get all the air bubbles out so you don't have any air bubbles in there and get overheating issues. Fill your reservoir up, and then go ahead and put all your plastics back on. After I like to run it for a while, make sure I have no leaks anywhere. Once that's done, then you can go ahead and put all your plastics back on and put everything back together the way it was from the factory. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch us in the next one.